Hi guys, it's KJM and I'm trying something new out today and I don't know how well this is gonna go or not gonna go. So fingers crossed. I'm gonna try not to curse because it's something new and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm also running out of like full coverage concealer. But I learned something new from one of my sisters from another mother, Wendy, one of my very, very close Penn State sisters. Who currently lives out in Australia. So shout out to all of Australia. Shout out to Wendy and Kelly, my two favorite gingers that have been in my life since '99. Anyway, Wendy used to work for Clinique for many, many years. And during her time working for Clinique, she learned some fabulous tips. So early this morning, I couldn't sleep and I literally posted like on my Facebook that I need to find like a good color corrector. So let me back it up. Yesterday, I was researching on why my concealers, I have many different types of concealers. So I have Revolution is one of my favorite ones. I wear C12. I don't know if you can see that. 12.5. I'm really hoping that you guys can see that that says Revolution. Okay, cool. I also will wear Maybelline. I think usually my color is like from the Fit Me. The concealer I usually use is about 40. But a couple months ago, I was in like a supermarket and I saw they had a 50. So I was like, at least they have it for a brown person. So let me purchase it while I shop for my ice cream cake, my Carvel ice cream cake. And then my favorite one is I wear NC45 for the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. And this is actually my shade. I spend so much time, or used to spend so much time in the desert and in the islands, that my skin is always darker than it should be. And honestly, even when I do like my wig installs, you'll see what the top of my forehead looks like. So, but what I found is that the full coverage concealer kind of does a little bit better with my skin than the MAC foundation. And actually, I'm wanting to change from MAC altogether, except for the full coverage concealer. I'm looking into NARS, but I went into a Sephora in Las Vegas and this woman there could not match my skin tone. I don't know if she's ever matched a Black person's skin tone before, but anyway, that's another story for another time. Now back to the concealer versus color corrector. So I saw a reel yesterday from a sister that basically said sometimes concealer is not enough to cover the dark circles. Okay, so for the young folks, if you can avoid getting the dark circles from around your eyes, I literally had insomnia from 2006 up until 2020. The pandemic kind of slowed me down and I finally started going to sleep. That's how much I worked and went to school. I am the type of person that I usually leave my home, no matter what state I'm in, about 6:15 in the morning, and I'm not home until either 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. And I did that for 6-7 days a week in all areas, the DC Metro, North Carolina, the New York tri-state area. That's the kind of schedule I run. That's the kind of life I run. And unfortunately, it's led to these like freaking dark circles. So I do, when I remember, use Ahave. I hope I said that right. And they have an age control, brightening, and anti-fatigue eye cream. So in my late 30s, I finally got into eye creams, and I wish I had started earlier. Like my sister is in her late 20s, and she's been a huge eye cream person, so she probably won't have these problems. Anyway, I'm into eye cream late in life, and it is what it is. All right, let's get down to business. So when I saw that sometimes concealer is not going to take care of the full issue, I was like, it was like a light bulb went off. So I saw a reel from a sister that said sometimes you need a color corrector. So today I was going to start doing color correcting, and I put it on my Facebook that I honestly needed to find a good color corrector. And then my good sis Wendy from Australia, since it was like nighttime her time, I think, and then it was morning for me, she wrote in that all her expertise at Clinique, actually they taught her how to make your own color corrector. Basically, before you're able to buy some, how you can still make some on your skin. So basically she said I needed like eye cream, which I have that. She said that I needed like some red lipstick because you're going to use a dot. So according to the color correctors, you need to use like a pink peaches color corrector, pink or peach, depending on your skin tone, up under your dark circles to cover dark circles. And then a lot of people will use a green for like pink inflammation or pink marks. I don't really have the pink marks, so I don't need to really do that. It's really the dark circles. So even though I do own green lipstick and I really could have tried that. But anyway, so what I did is, I'm a liquid matte person, so what I decided to do, even though Wendy said I needed 1 dot of red lipstick, and as you can see, I'm using these lipsticks from Too Faced Cosmetics. This is Lady Balls, my favorite red by them. And then this is Mrs. Rogers, a nice orange. So why do I have 2 colors? Okay, this is for my darker skin sisters because of that pink coverage. But I think for lighter tone, I've seen that little peach up under the eye. So I'm going to do 1 eye with the red, 1 eye with the orange, and then with the little bit of concealer I have, I'm going to see if it really works. Now, I'm going to warn you, I'm not that good at installing concealer. And, because I always feel like I see the freaking dark circles. And I've had my makeup professionally done and people cover it just nicely. But maybe I'm the type of person that a color corrector is going to be the thing for me. So I need to make my own color corrector because I haven't bought any yet. So this is the NC45 from MAC, the full coverage concealer. I really have that for the rest of my face. But in case the other concealers kind of die on me, then I can kind of reflect on this. So I've already put some eye cream. Now I just put it like I normally would put it on there. Now I'm gonna do one side. Now it's supposed to only be a dot, but I didn't get a chance to ask her if matte was okay. Okay, that's bigger than a dot. I didn't get a chance to ask her if a matte red lipstick was okay or if they just do a regular red. So this could really be a disaster, but it's really supposed to only be a dot. But I have really big eyes, so I'm kind of hesitant. So you put that down, and then she says you kind of use a little bit of eye cream with it. Now, this is my first time doing this, and I've clearly used more than a dot, which probably makes this a freaking mess, right? It probably makes it a mess. But as far as liquid matte, I don't think that's a problem that my lipstick is liquid matte. I would think that would work in my benefit more than something that's glossy because I'm supposed to like let it set for a little bit, but this really looks crazy. I'm probably like team too much here. I wanted to try it out first time so that if I mess up, and I think the mess up here is definitely using more red. Like maybe I shouldn't do it like this because this looks like a freaking disaster. Maybe I am using too much. Okay, give me a second. Because this really looks like someone about to punch me in my face. Though I'm curious if it dries, but maybe it's like too red and not pink enough. So maybe I need to wipe a little bit of it off. Sorry, this is what happens when you're trying something out for the first freaking time. Yeah, okay, I went overboard. I really went overboard, but I'm so heavy-handed. Okay, let's get the eye cream and see if I can like salvage this because this is a hot damn mess. This don't even look pink yet because I put so much red. Holy hell. I have checked YouTube and I saw people using different color correctors, but I didn't really see anybody making their own. So this is like the first time that we're doing it. Oh my God, I look crazy. I look really crazy. This is like more than I should have used. Okay, so I'm definitely heavy-handed, let's just say. And I'll cut this video up so that it fits on each venue. You know, like TikTok, egg, whatever. Wendy, I'm so sorry. I'm so heavy-handed. So, of course, I'm going to be out here looking a fool. And I'm trying to let it set. And I definitely feel like I probably used more eye cream than I should too. Because you're only supposed to use like a tad drab. I'm trying to use certain fingers So this is supposed to be pink, not red. And it's supposed to be a dot. But I just thought like bags under my eyes were so bad. Mistakes happen, people. Okay. So do I feel like I have full coverage? This is like kind of crazy because I don't want to use a brush. Okay. I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I think I have to use the MAC. Holy hell, that's like blending it red. But I think we have to, that's the best chance that we can do here. Now, so the goal is, and remember I did the 2 different colors. Okay, I know I shouldn't be blending them, so I'm gonna get some red over here. I did the 2 different colors for different skin tones. So this for darker skin, because it's supposed to give like a pink look. Baby, this is what you call a mess, okay? But so far, I don't really see the circles like that. I don't really see the circles like that. Okay, you guys know I've been trying different things out on my channel. Okay, so I'm going to use this side and kind of. So this is the first point. Now, I told you guys, I'm a rubber. I see people dabbing with concealer, but I'm a rubber. I like rub the heck out of it, you know? So the goal is after you use 1 drop, it should be of the red for the darker skin people, or 1 drop of the orange, kind of make it peachy with the eye cream. You're supposed to let it set and use, like honestly use some concealer with it, and then you're supposed to let it set. So obviously the peachy side is not coming out too bad. It's not at all. I'm not disappointed with it at all. But now the other side, the red side, is like a mess. It's literally a mess. Okay. But we're gonna, wow, this is really a mess. And it's kind of streaky now. I told y'all I was no concealer queen, okay? I'm no concealer queen. So I'm kind of mixing them now, which you shouldn't. You should really try to use like different brushes for different things. But I am messing up. Now, after you do that, you're supposed to go in with another layer of concealer. And maybe I should have used one of the other concealers, because now I don't have much of the full coverage. The peachy is actually looking like it matches my skin tone more. But, that may have been. So now I'm going to use this like Fit Me and pray to God there's enough. Yeah, I know one part of my face looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Had a very shiny nose. And I know I'm like totally doing this and I'm sweating. But if Clinique and Wendy are correct, which I think so, because Wendy has fabulous skin and she always looks on point. Okay, Wendy, I know I'm going to tag you in this, and like, I know you're going to be disappointed that I was so heavy-handed, but like, that's always been me. So I'm trying to use some concealer to kind of cover the other parts. This is just very interesting. But one thing I could tell you, after doing that, even though I was a bit heavy-handed, I do not feel like the dark circles are the focal point of my face anymore. So I'm a little heavy-handed here. And actually, I'm really going to be doing my makeup. That's why you saw the beginnings of my eyebrows there. Because I was like, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to give this a try again. This was just like a dry run. Because I haven't seen like how to make your own color corrector. So let's go over the steps again. I did peach on this side, which I actually think works. So I started off with some eye cream, which, you know, just to put it under, some brightening. You're supposed to do 1 dot of either red or orange. I added the orange myself because I wasn't sure which one was going to work better for my dark circles. Then you're supposed to apply a little bit of eye cream, blend it. Then you're supposed to put some concealer down over it, right? And then you're supposed to put another layer of concealer on top of it to see if it actually corrects the dark circles. I wish I had taken a photo of the before so we could really compare, but I was so nervous, and I'm sweating because it's like really hot in here right now. I was so freaking nervous. So, okay, I'm trying to like blend in, and I don't have any foundation or anything on yet. So this is still just my skin. So this is not perfect, and I am like all up in y'all faces, but I have made some errors doing this. But as you can see, let me look in the mirror. I think it definitely does look better. I think I was like heavy-handed and probably don't have enough concealer for the area that I want, because it's really like this section that be getting me. But it's good to know, and you guys can practice this at home and like literally tell me where, because I know I'm heavy-handed. Like I have a problem with concealer. I'm so heavy-handed with concealer. But the good thing is now you know. And you can use whatever eye cream you have or whatever lipstick you have. I haven't found out if liquid matte is better than like a glossy, but I personally, you guys know from watching my channel, I only have liquid matte lipsticks for the most part. On hand, I'd have to go dig for a glossy. Okay, so let me give it a little, because under this eye, so I'm still gonna have a little bit of creasing. Damn, I wish I had taken a before and after photo. Like a before photo so I could put it up there for you guys. But I think Wendy and Clinique are onto something about making your own color corrector with lipstick. So once again, I'm going to go over the steps. I put a little bit of eye cream down, let it dry for about a minute or so. You're supposed to put a dot of whatever your color is. So if you are like a lighter skin tone, I've seen some people with lighter skin tone use peach. I did one eye peach, one eye red, which Wendy's instructions were just to do a dot of red, mix it in with the eye cream, then put on some concealer, let that set, and then put on another layer of concealer. So I went a little bit crazy, but like, what do y'all think? I actually think it worked, because I can be honest, like I'm going to take pictures. I don't know if I have energy today, but I can literally tell you guys that, oh my God, give me a second here. Woo! It's a lot going on. And then my eyebrows, you know, one is okay and the other one is suffering. But I can honestly tell you guys that this is the brightest I've ever gotten up under my eyes. Like, it's not perfect, but for a first run, I definitely will try this again. Okay, so shout out to Wendy, my sister from another mother, you know, for giving me this advice. Because obviously I'm going to buy real color corrector. Going to do that. But for people who struggle with coverage from concealer, I kept just thinking I have the wrong concealer. And maybe I do, but I have the MAC one and the Revolution one are full coverage concealers. And I always feel like I don't get enough concealer, but I figure maybe it's because I don't pat. You ever know how some people just like pat and it's like whatever? I don't pat. I tend to like rub, and that's part of my issue with concealer. Now, I said I'm no makeup expert, but with me giving you these tips that Wendy gave me and Clinique taught her, I'm just letting you guys know that if you're ever in a pinch, Lord, one of the eyebrows is doing something they shouldn't be doing. I haven't had them threaded in over a year. And luckily my eyebrows don't grow together like my sister's. If she doesn't get hers threaded like every 2 weeks, they'll literally like unibrow. Mine don't do that, so I'm lucky. But they're really, I used an NYX pencil for it. Like, one is looking better than the other. I just like, I don't know. And I think it's because like I have natural arches, but one of the arches is a little bit higher than the other. Okay, I'm sweating. Brass clod. Okay, excuse me. So I'm no expert with the eyebrows. And the eyebrows were not the purpose of this. The purpose of this was really to see, can I get rid of those dark circles? So I do think this has really brightened up under my eyes. And it's funny, I've used 2 different colors. And I don't know if you guys can really tell, but they're both looking pretty decent. So I'm out here. Ooh, do you see the bags? I mean, you see the bags, but you don't see the dark circles. Okay, so like, that's my little review. I'm gonna try and do the rest of my makeup. Wendy, I know I didn't follow you to a T, and I tried to give you guys diversity by giving you some peach. I'm still gonna try to blend, and then giving you some red. So I'm using it. But the fact of the matter, like, you guys try this at home and let me know if you were able to make your own color corrector. And like I said, I've only been trying the method out for the dark circles that are under the eyes and to lighten and brighten them. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna invest in a color corrector, but based on the coverage that I have received with just regular concealer, I will say this, and I'll be honest to both Wendy and Clinique, I will say that my eyes are looking kind of the brightest they've ever looked. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup off camera and then I will be back. But you guys let me know how you feel about this video. I know it was kind of long, but I needed to walk you through the steps. It's my very first time doing it, and I'm gonna try to perfect it this week so that I can do it a little faster, get through the steps for you guys. But for my YouTube audience, this is gonna be great. And let me know if you're able to make your own color corrector and like dim some of the darkness under your eyes. Because regular concealer between Maybelline, MAC, and Revolution, it always never seems to be enough. And I definitely think it is user error. But I also think like the parts that I have an issue with is like right here. And it's not that dark, but if you notice, there's like a really big difference. Anyway, I just want to give this a try. I'm gonna come back and do like a 2-second video with my full makeup, and then we can like talk about it. All right, it's K-Jam, it's Manic Monday. I wanted to try something new, and thanks to my sister from another mother, Wendy, who I love so much. Thank you so much for this tip. Shout out to Clinique. Shout out to all of Wendy's coworkers that worked at Clinique. I know that you guys were killing it, and I am so grateful for this tip because at least I have something temporary to help cover the dark circle and then brighten it. And like I said, I'm gonna try to perfect this. This is really my first time doing it. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes with the full look.